Hey, what's up guys, it is I, Mark Yoon, and today I'm bringing another hopefully exciting video. So what I wanted to specifically talk to you about today is Soul Calibur 7 and how Reversal Edge could or would or should function. Now I do want to preface this by saying off the jump that I would be not upset at all if Reversal Edge was completely removed off the face of the planet and never to be seen or heard from again. I don't like the mechanic. I think it slows down gameplay. I've said all this a million times before, yada yada yada. Yes, you can avoid it if you're a high-level player. Sometimes it's harder if you're using created characters because you don't know where the exact hitboxes are for every single character. Yeah, I get all this, but the thing that I want to go into, notwithstanding like the ease of use for newcomers, because I've heard that a lot too, sure, I guess, and it's not just rock, paper, scissors, because there's actually like a multitude of combinations you can actually input in that mode. You can press 2 buttons at once. You can do square and triangle and circle. There's a whole like litany of combinations you can use while in that mode. I just don't like it. I prefer other defensive maneuvers such as Soul Charge, and we talked about that in the last video. But what I want to talk about to you today is how we can actually fix Reversal Edge to make it more fair and balanced and make it a little bit more usable for the average person. Now, I usually have gameplay spliced throughout, and I will, but the gameplay that I'm showing you is not going to be Reversal Edge because I hardly ever use Reversal Edge in my personal life. So when I'm recording videos, I especially go out of my way not to use it because I think it makes a waste of video stuff. Like, yes, it's cinematic, but it's like the same animations over and over again for like every single character, so it doesn't really matter anyway. I just prefer not to use it when I'm recording. But the first way that I can definitely assure, and this is what I've said a million times before, is that have it cost meter instead of giving you meter, because currently how it is, it's yes, it is punishable, but if you actually initiate Reversal Edge and you win that conflict, you actually gain meter, which means you can combo right into a critical edge. A lot of these things are like really not balanced properly, especially when it comes to the speed of certain characters versus the speed of certain moves, because whoever wins a Reversal Edge is not contingent on the button used, it's the speed of the move that is chosen within that little cinematic. So having it cost meter will have people think twice about spamming it for sure. I've said this a million times before. I do have new ideas. We're going to get to them, just stay with me for the video. If somebody has 1 bar meter and their choices are Soul Charge, Critical Edge, or Reversal Edge, chances are they're only going to use Reversal Edge if they're up against the ropes and they have like 1 hit left and they have a chance to come back, but it still should not give you meter at all. It should only be a reversal tactic, like a pretty much super parry, which knocks the opponent back and gives you a last-ditch opportunity to gain some traction. If anything, it should give you the opportunity to go into a Soul Charge, which will then help you with an extra combo strings, which I think we should change also. But the second way that we can nerf Reversal Edge, or all around just make it better for player usage, is when somebody is actually using Reversal Edge, you have a second to counter or guard impacted or cancel it. And what do I mean by that? If somebody is using Reversal Edge, usually it is just a free Reversal Edge, like unless you dodge or get out of the way. But there should be a way to counter that without having to cost meter yourself. So if the opponent is actually initiating Reversal Edge, you should be able to cancel their Reversal Edge with maybe half the meter that it would cost to use Reversal Edge. And if you win, you're not going into Reversal Edge yourself with you as the beneficiary. You're actually just canceling the Reversal Edge altogether, and the meter is still lost. That is my second way of fixing it. Now, my most important way of fixing it, my favorite way that I've come up with, that I think, and this is through trial and error and talking to you guys all the time, I think the best mechanic, the best way to use this mechanic in future entitlements, which I hope it doesn't come back, I just want to reiterate that again, but the way this can work the best is if you have it only limited to 1 use per match. I'm not talking about 1 use per round, I'm talking about 1 use per match. So, and that goes for all 3 of the defensive maneuvers. So let's say you're in a best of 3 match. This is going to be a lot more emphasis on gameplay and strategy. If you can only use Reversal Edge once, you can only use Soul Charge once, and you can only use Critical Edge once. We should still have all of our supers and all that stuff and keep things the way they are naturally for that. But if you limit the usage to once per round, or once per match rather, you're going to severely limit people's ability to spam anything. So they're going to say, okay, I lost the second match, I won the first match, now it's down to the last third match. I can either save my uses for this and we can go ham and both of us are like saving it to the end, or I can use it sporadically throughout just to gain a minimal advantage if the player's a really advanced good player. I really like this way. You can even honestly combine these. You can have it once per round or once per match, still have it cost meter and not gain meter, and still give the opponent an option to counter it. If you do all three of those and implement all three of those in once, you're all but making it probably one of the most balanced mechanics in the game, honestly. Now, I also think implementing any or all of these combined will also be good for the person who likes Reversal Edge, because it will make you actually learn how to use it more effectively and more efficiently, mitigating the amount of times or chances that it is going to be whiffed or you're not going to be able to make it. Because the thing that's very important about all these defensive maneuvers is hitboxes and timing. Like, I've used Soul Charge before, and I've used like a Critical Edge and just like whiffed it, or it completely, they countered it and my meter was taken up so I couldn't use it again. Reversal Edge is not that way. You can just tap R1 constantly and like whenever it hits, it hits. And you're going to win that rock, paper, scissors battle at some point if they're trying different button combinations. So it's really just not fair. Again, I'm not saying not fair to me because it's pretty easy to get around. I just find it annoying because it slows down the gameplay. There are other small fixes that they can do, such as instead of like having a gain meter, just like make it free to use but not gain meter. Actually have it like slowly chip meter, which I think is probably a least effective way of minimizing it out of the other ways that I've said. But I don't know, there's a plentiful amount of ways to do this, and now I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comment section down below, and also on the poll on the community tab, which is your favorite way of nerfing or whiffing these, or do you have another option? Is there something else that you would recommend that you think other people should hear? Any and all thoughts are always welcome in the comment section down below. As always, we can carry this conversation over to our Discord, where we have a lot more fun over there. Any and all thoughts are always waiting to be heard. And with that being said, guys, we're going to bring this video to a close. I want to thank you for watching. And as always, I love it. Thank you.
And thank you.